Are you ready to retire? I mean, are you really ready to retire? It's a loaded question, but if you're 55 or older, it's crucial to know what retirement will look like for you. Joining me now is Brian Bowen, the president of Integrity Financial Planning, a local area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. Brian is also a popular radio show host. Now, Brian, based on your experiences, how many people really know the answer to this question of, are you ready for retirement? It's a scary but exciting thought.
Right. It is exciting, but it is scary. A lot of people, I would say 80% of the folks that come in don't have that question answered. The other 20% know they have enough, right? They've definitely saved enough, even if they took very small portions of their asset, right? They say, well, I could take 2% and live on that for the rest of my life. They're in a different spot, but the rest of America is going, I don't know if I have enough. Because they really haven't sat down and they haven't thought about all the things that you need to consider, like taxes, right? If you look at, oh, I've got $500,000, that's all mine. Not really. Uncle Sam has his name on it. You know, the Department of Taxation of your state that you live in Virginia, right? You have a portion of it. If you took it all out, you're going to give 30-40% of it to the government in one fell swoop.
Whoa.
But nobody does that, right? They take it over time. So it's just figuring out what your net is going to be, right? And trying to figure out what your net income based on dependable sources. So most people don't, and that's where we come in. Again, most of the folks that come to us is right near retirement, or they are retired and they're just worried about running out of money, right? They're worried about market volatility or taxes, and they want a comprehensive plan.
And so are those the key factors that you look at?
Yeah, they are, because that's the biggest impact. And we had a couple came in and they had $1 million in retirement accounts, which you think, hey, they're all set, right? Mm-hmm. The biggest problem is it was all pre-tax, so it's never been taxed, and they think that's all their money, and it's really not, you know. And you look at over their lifetime with the pension income. We do a comprehensive plan and add it all up and look, okay, if you lived to 85 like your mother and father did, right, the average age of two of them, you're going to pay $1 million in taxes. I mean, you should have seen their mouths just drop.
I bet.
What? Are you sure that's right? And I printed out everything. Here you go. And that's all. That was a very conservative number, saying that you earned 6.5% in return on your investments, right? And you've never paid the tax on that. Uncle Sam is coming to get it.
Wow. That's heavy. So what are some of the common mistakes that might interfere with someone getting to that retirement then?
You know, it's just not having a plan, honestly, is kind of, sometimes it's too late. Coming before you retire is getting a comprehensive plan, because some of the decisions that people make on their pension are huge mistakes. When they take Social Security, their tax strategy beforehand, insurances that they may need to get or remove, actually. We have a lot of folks that have insurance they don't need, and they're paying thousands of dollars that could be going into investments.
Oh, wow.
Right? And it's just looking at the whole picture. There's usually, on average, 3 or 4 major changes or recommendations that we're asking them to change when they come in. Doesn't necessarily have anything to do with us, but they need to go and change this before they retire. And those are big impacts, could be hundreds of thousands of dollars over their lifetime.
What should someone do today to find out, or even to make sure they are really ready for retirement?
Well, they need to compile everything that they have, right?
Gotcha.
Take a look at, you know, every account you have, every investment, and put a comprehensive plan and look at everything. Your estate plan, that means your will, your trust, your insurances, what kind of dependable income sources you're going to have. Tax strategy, which is big. We have Impact Tax Group, our tax planning firm, that focuses on that, and our CPA gets involved, does a tax plan, and says, if we do these things, here's doing nothing,
right,
here's doing something, and in some cases it depends on the dollar amount they have, but it's hundreds of thousands of dollars in more tax-free income.
Wow.
And that's not anything to do with the stock market, right? That's not, oh well, you know, us doing better here or there. That's just taxes. And that's not even the taxes increasing.
Wow.
So that's why it's important to do it as soon as you can and not wait.
So why is tax planning so important for a successful retirement?
Well, you kind of hit on that. I mean, it's about getting more in your pocket and less of the government. It's understanding the difference between a tax-deferred account and a tax-free. Tax-free is what it is, right? You paid taxes on the initial deposit going in, but now it's growing tax deferred and tax-free income. and you're not forced by the government to take it out at 72 like you are in a pre-tax account, right? So it's very important, because when someone wants to take out, let's say out of a Roth account, and they call and say, Brian, I need to take $50,000. Well, we take $50,000 out of a Roth, right? But if you want to take that out of your pre-tax account, depending on your tax bracket, we might have to take 65 or 70
Wow.
to net the 50. Does that affect your retirement?
Big time.
Yeah, and so it's just knowing that, because it's the first time somebody takes a withdrawal is the big wake-up call. What? You're telling me I got to take out how much more? So then they realize it's not all theirs.
Good information to know. And for you at home, if you want to learn more about knowing your best options for retirement, Brian has a great offer for you. Right now, for the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $500,000 or greater, he's offering a complimentary full-blown retirement plan just for you. This will allow Brian and his team to sit down with you personally and provide you with a roadmap, analyzing where you are right now and discuss your best steps to get ready for a successful retirement. A game plan to get you where you need to be. The number to call, 540-302-2012. That's 540-302-2012.